Well, my name is Sabrina, and this is Spoodle and Red. And you see they're kind of feisty. Well, Spoodle, I knew I wanted a dog. Well, the story behind me and Spoodle. Come here, sweetie. Come here. Sit down. Sit. Good girl. The story behind me and Spoodle is that I knew I wanted to get a dog, and I just moved into a place by myself. And I've always been a dog person. So I actually started looking online at animal shelters and their pictures and whatnot. And she actually wasn't on their website, but I went to the Burbank Animal Shelter, and there she was. So, and there she goes. So come. Come here. Up. Come here. Sorry, she's really ornery. Anyway, so that's how I got Spoodle. Red, on the other hand, is also a shelter dog, but she's from Oklahoma. And she was my dad's dog, but my dad ended up moving to Vietnam and just had someone watching her in the yard. And I said, you can't do that, that's cruelty. So the next time he came through Oklahoma to here to Vietnam, he dropped her off, and she's been mine ever since, and that's been about 7 months now. Yeah. So I've changed in many ways since I've gotten my doggies. First with Spoodle, since obviously I had her first. I'm pretty anal about being clean and having a clean house. And after I lived with dogs for a while, or at least with a dog, I learned to give up on all that need for cleanliness, and it was kind of okay to have some hair on the ground every once in a while. And so I guess it's kind of loosened me up a little bit. Yeah, and same with her. She's actually, Red has taught me patience and just to always be gentle, because I roughhouse with Spoodle, but with her it's just a nice lesson to know that not everyone can take that, and it's important to always just be gentle, especially with little ones. Spoodle, come. Come on, Spoodle, back. Come on, all the way up, all the way up. I'm going to hold you. Come here, look. Turn around. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. All the way. All the way. All the way. Stay. All right. Sacrifices. Okay, I've probably made a couple of sacrifices just having dogs. Time is always an issue. Anytime I think I can just run out the door, I have to make sure that I leave enough time to take them out, to do their business. And also, I guess, just space would be another sacrifice, because they both sleep with me. And, being in just a full-size bed, the three of us, it gets kind of tight. So I guess anytime I have, like, male company over, you would say, it's kind of it's a sacrifice as far as, who gets the boot and who gets kicked out of the bed. The embarrassing moment for me was when I picked Spoodle up one time from my uncle's where they were watching her, and I realized that she wasn't in the house, and I wondered, where they had put her, and I realized she was in the garage, and I found out the reason she was in the garage was because she had basically taken a dump and then sat in her own poop. And so everywhere she went, she had constant dingleberries. So I had to go home and cut them out. But that was embarrassing for someone who was taking care of her to basically have to politely keep her out of the house. Okay, please. Sit. Leash laws. You know what? I'm actually a supporter of leash laws, because I've been places before, actually in dog parks before, where dogs who had aggressive tendencies were not on leash, and that was just irresponsible dog ownership to begin with, but and they weren't being watched. And so just in general, I think it's I think they're there for a reason. They can be annoying half the time, but especially when you're in a place like LA where not everyone has the luxury of having a yard, let your dog run around. But I think they're in everyone's best interest. I personally have had I have mixed feelings about dog parks. I've taken Spoodle to a couple. She loves to chase. So it's really it's good. It's a good place for her to chase and be chased. But they always seem, I shouldn't say always, but most of the time, they seem dirtier than any place I'd want to take my dog anyway, and I usually have to, give her a bath every time I take her out anyway. So I find more often than not I do play dates than dog parks. I mean, I think they're great when they serve their purpose, but I don't use them as much as I used to, I find.
Sit there for a second. You can have him sit down, or no, it's okay if you can't. Because I was just gonna say this might, if you're feeling awkward.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to have to hold him down. If he wants to roll around, you can. And then you come back up. I'm just gonna check my notes real quick.
No worries. Spoodle, honey, why don't you sit down? Huh? Are you too ornery? Spoodle, sit. Good sit. Spoodle, lay down. No, come here.
Oh, she's baby.
He's okay.
She can come back in whenever.
Come on.
But, oh, she baby. You want to sit up here too?
Oh.
Easy, baby. You want me to give you another
treat?
treat?
Huh? Is that you really bribery is the only way we can get you up here, huh?
Here you go. Here, I'll let you. You want to come up here?
Come on, up. Come on. Not you, silly. Come here.
Here, I'll put this right here. So
okay.
It doesn't matter if you put it on there or not. I just want to make it natural. Okie dokie.
Spoodle, you act like I never feed you. Come here, baby.
Oh my goodness, you are. You like these? This is Eagle Pack. It's really good. It's really good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really good for them. It's all vegetable, all natural.
Really?
No fillers.
It's really. Jeez, Spoodle. Gosh, you hog. It's funny. Spoodle used to. She used to be anti vegetables. Is that just scratching at the door?
That's
Aww. You
that's
want
my little.
She used to be anti anything vegetables and I remember one time we were at the beach and one of my friends had finished a sandwich. He's like, oh, and he's like, can I give it to Spoodle? I was like, yeah, sure. And so he gives the sandwich to Spoodle and she picks it apart, lays aside the lettuce, the tomato, and eats the meat and the bread. And I was just like, that's terrible, you're so unhealthy. And now I've gotten her where she'll eat carrots and she wants some celery, a little bit of squash falls on the floor, she loves it, apples. So she's kind of been around. She's starting to see the importance of nutrition, I'm sure. Or that she's getting older and less picky.
Oh. What would you say your guys' daily routine is, if you have one?
Yeah, I try to jog both of them about 5 times a week. And so on those days, we'll wake up, they'll wait around for mommy to have her cup of coffee, or rather a cup of tea, because I don't drink coffee anymore, but I'll have my cup of tea, and then I'll take them out. Usually we do a couple of miles, and this one here only likes to do about 1.5 miles. So at the last half mile, I have a pouch that I wear, and I literally scoop her up, throw her in the bag, and we just keep running. So it ends up being a nice workout for me, because I've got some extra weights, on the front, but yeah. And then, the rest of the day when I'm at work, I hope they keep each other entertained, but then we go back out again at night and just go for a nice leisurely walk. They get their hardcore workout in the morning. I've had a couple of scary moments. Spoodle, come. Good, come. Spoodle, up. Come here, up. Look, I got treats. Look, fake treats. I'm just kidding. Spoodle, sit down. Sit down, sweetie. Come here. With Spoodle, I've had more scares, probably because I've had her longer, but there's been a couple of times where I've had to take her to the emergency vet, and that's probably, as far as scare goes, the biggest, because since we don't speak the same language, I can't just say, what's wrong, what's hurting. All I see is that either she's panting heavy, or, she's crying, and so both times it was something minor. She ate something bad, and it went right through her, and it was fine. With this one, she doesn't seem to understand the fast car theory, stay away from fast cars, they'll kill you. And sometimes one time her leash dropped and she ran straight towards a busy street, trying to get away because she thought I was chasing her, but of course I was chasing her to catch her, to stop her from going that way. So she kind of thought it was a game and kept running away from me. And I mean, there's no car that would see and stop her fast enough. So that probably would have been the biggest scare for each of them. Anything near death is scary for me because I don't know what I would do.
Yeah. You can get I don't know if traffic or cars register to the brain or not.
No.
If it doesn't There's something that's trippy about that.
Yeah.
It's like maybe mechanical. They don't recognize it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to them. Which
it's not
like,
organic.
It's not organic, exactly. Like something you can smell coming, like a human who's scary. If they smell that, they can bark, you know. But their smells and mechanics, I don't think, you know, obviously it's not the same as a human or another animal. So I can see why it's so confusing. I think the biggest misconception is that they're so expensive. They're so much work. They are expensive and they are a lot of work, but what you get in return, or at least what I get in return, is I don't even notice it. You know, and I have people actually say that, oh, I'd love to get a dog, but gosh, you know, I don't know, it just sounds like so much work, and you know, I'm just like, you know, if you can wake up and if you can add an extra, you know, 45 minutes to your life a day, and an extra, I don't even count anymore, but you know, I mean, it's really not. And then to picture coming home to someone who unconditionally loves you day in, day out, no matter what your day was like, I think it's worth it. You know, the trade-off is clearly in their favor. So. Gosh, that's a good one. If I were a dog, I would probably be a pug because, for one thing, they're cute, and but they're also very playful. They're not just cute like this one, lap dogs, but they're very high energy. You know, like to run around, like to be social. But then, you know, when it's time to rest, they like to rest and be cute. You know, they take the time for themselves to take a little nap. So, yeah, I think I'd be a pug.